We've heard a lot of talk about disruption, social, mobile, analytics, cloud, how you've got to transform yourself. Let me tell you a little bit about disruption. I come from a place now known as Siberia, formerly known as Chicago. You want to know what disruption is? It's called polar vortex. I'm not getting out of bed for 3 days. That's disruption for you, right? And that's the kind of world we live in. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Anyway, we've got an exciting session for you today. Joe and myself, he's a colleague, a client, and a co-presenter. And we're going to talk to you about how to transform enterprises in the new world of social, mobile, analytics, and cloud, and how to leverage business process management, and how Appian's been helping both of us leverage that. But before I do that, I need you to bear with me for 2 slides and 2 minutes so that I can earn my paycheck for the day, right? I'm going to talk to you a bit about Cognizant. Oops, there you go. So I could blah, blah, blah about the slide, and I'll tell you a quick story. I used to work for General Electric for 5 years. I was one of their youngest guys in their information management leadership program. I was the youngest to get out of their Six Sigma Black Belt program. And at the end of 5 years, I was exhausted, I was burnt out, and I said I'll never work for a big corporation again. So I went and joined a small company with a few hundred million and a few thousand people and employees. That was 10 years ago. 10 years later, with 170,000 employees and 10 billion. Well, so much for my dreams of never working for a big corporation again. But what I like about Cognizant is we still operate like a small startup in pockets. And that makes a difference about us. That's enough said about Cognizant. A little bit about our relationship with Appian. I think this event says it all. We're proud to be here. We're proud to be the diamond sponsor for yet another year. And we believe in their vision. We believe that this is the vehicle to deliver enterprise transformation. And we endorse their strategy. So, again, thanks to all of you, and thanks to Appian for having us here and making this event possible. We look forward to a more productive day as it goes on. So, before I go on to the next slide, raise of hands, how many of you here know what Skynet is? Okay, a few. So, I'm a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, and I love the Terminator series, right? So, Skynet was a military network in the movie Terminator that was supposed to come alive in the year 1997. Specifically in August 1997, it was supposed to become self-aware and kill all humans and corporations and everything in this planet. And the humans had a leader called John Connor who would lead the battle for the humans against the machines. Well, I am a big Apple fan. I love Steve Jobs. And in August 1997, Microsoft bought $150 million worth of shares in Apple. That was Skynet for me, right? Microsoft was Skynet. And in August 1997, Steve Jobs came back as the CEO. He was John Connor for me, right? So for the rest of us here, Skynet is still alive. Skynet is now called Social, Mobile, Analytics, and Cloud. SMAC. Right? So for those of you who choose to ignore the SMAC stack, we're going to become part of the term. We're going to get terminated. I'll be back, right? Well, I tried a personal experiment. I got off Facebook for 6 months. I wanted to see if I could live without being social. It was the worst time of my life. It was the worst time. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know which party was going on. I didn't know whether there was free beer, right? And I would meet somebody and somebody say, oh, they broke up or they made up. And I'm like, what? What is going on here? I was missing my farming invites to Farmville.